Hi guys, this is Ariel from Seattle Coffee here again. Just getting ready for a virtual happy hour with my coworkers. So that's what we've been doing since this whole thing broke out, is we've been hanging out with each other from the comfort of our separate living rooms. And so I'm going to be making a little coffee infused cocktail. So I'm going to be making a Vesper, which is the James Bond cocktail of choice, but since this is Seattle Coffee here, I'm going to be adding a little twist by using a Chemex and infusing it with some coffee. So this is also the most James Bond thing ever because he also makes coffee on his Chemex every morning. So I'm combining the two. All right, so I have my Chemex here and I've chilled it in the freezer for a few minutes. So, you know, nothing loses that nice cool temperature once we've mixed our drink. So first I'm going to just kind of rinse the filter and get it ready. Wash any of that paper flavor out of there, and I'm also using chilled water. And I'm going to be making 2 servings of the drink. So I have in here portioned 20 grams of coarsely ground coffee. So I have this ground on the 30 setting of my Baratza Encore. So once this water is drawn down, I'm going to dump the water and then put this in the filter. So now I'm going to just set this in here. So this is now ready to go. So now we're going to move on to actually making our cocktail. So for a martini, traditionally you want to use a mixing glass because we're using all liquor for this. If it were something that had a juice or a syrup, then you would want to use a drink shaker. So I have my jigger here, and I have gin. So we're going to do 4 ounces of gin. And next we are going to add 2 ounces of vodka. And the last one is we're going to do 1.5 ounces of Lillet Blanc. It's kind of like a vermouth. It's got kind of like a sweet sort of fruity note to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my bar spoon, I'm just going to stick it in here, and we are going to stir this until it is well chilled. And you'll be able to tell because you'll see more condensation building up on your drink. I would say give it a stir for about 30 seconds just to get everything incorporated and well chilled. So now that that's chilled, this is where the Chemex comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my strainer, pop it on top like this, and now we are going to just pour this over the grounds. We are just going to kind of let that infuse and draw down. And this is going to take a little bit because some of the coffee is going to soak up a little tiny bit of the cocktail. It's just kind of a waiting game at this point, so you want to be as patient as possible. It is going to be well worth the wait. So now that the cocktail has now filtered through those coffee grounds, I'm going to go ahead and pull my filter. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a swirl. You can see it picked up some of that color from the coffee. I have my martini glass here, so now I'm just going to pour. One. And the grounds actually soaked up a good portion of it, so it's a good thing that we made a double. Alright, so now the last thing is we are going to garnish it with some lemon peel. So you're just going to take this and cut a generous ribbon. And then we are going to take it and we're going to squeeze it color side down into the glass just to express the oils. And then we're going to then take this part and rub it around the outside part of the glass to scent it. And then you drop it in. And now we're going to sip it and see how it turned out. Ooh, that is actually super tasty. The coffee kind of imparts, you know, a little bit of an extra bitter note, which works really well because it cuts through the sweetness of the Lillet. And it's actually very, very good. I am super excited about this one, so I can't wait to sip on this while I have my virtual happy hour with my coworkers. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and comment below, and we will see you next time. Cheers!